Getting ready for kick. Utah State, Wyoming. What are you looking for, Coach?
I'm looking for Logan Bonner at home with those unbelievable receivers to get open against a tough Wyoming defense.
What do you think, Kevin?
Wyoming's got Xavier Valladay. He's the fourth leading rusher in that conference, but they also got Levi Williams, who went for over 100 himself just 2 games ago.
Who are you picking to win the game?
Utah State for me.
You, Kevin?
Utah State.
Oh.
I'm going Wyoming Cowboys.
There you go.
Bowl eligibility on the line. Chris Hassel, Aaron Murray, Amanda Guerra on the call. Enjoy the game. We'll see you right back here at halftime.
Excitement in the chilly air here at Utah State University as the Aggies look to take one step closer to a division championship. They're honoring 16 seniors tonight who helped lead perhaps the greatest turnaround in college football this season. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, presented by Geico, as Utah State and Wyoming renew their 118-year-old rivalry here in the Rocky Mountains. Utah State needing a win tonight to stay alone in first place. Air Force won last night. Boise State plays tonight against New Mexico. With the SEC's all-time leading passer, Aaron Murray, I'm Chris Hassel. Amanda Guerra is on the sidelines for us tonight. Really excited for this one, Aaron, because there's so much on the line for both of these teams.
Well, November football is the best football of the year. It's getting a little bit chilly here in the Mountain West, but the excitement for Wyoming to make a bowl game, and for Utah State to stay on top of their division. The goal, number one, for every football team is let's make it to our conference championship game.
Well, they've got the nation's leading receiver, Devin Tompkins, averaging 144 receiving yards a game.
I cannot wait to watch him live. Love the film, but in person, he is electric in this speed. He's in the slot. He's 5'5", 155, not a big guy, but you can't get your hands on him. Just way too fast. And then his ability to elevate, make the tough catches. But this is what I love, the stop and go ability to get on top of the DBs, make those plays down the field. Absolutely electric. He's going to be tough for this Wyoming defense to stop.
But they have a good defense, and they also have a plan to keep the ball away from Utah State with that power running game.
Well, it's going to be like a triple option type feel. You want to eliminate possessions for Utah State, and they got some great runners. Titus Swin, the bowling ball, just running through defenders, especially as you get closer to the red zone. He sniffs out that end zone, but Valladay, over 3,000 yards rushing in his career. And then the big quarterback, Levi Williams, third and medium inside the 5-yard line. Look for him to take over with his legs.
And that brings us to Aaron's keys to the game, brought to you by Acura.
Well, that's for Wyoming. Get to third and manageable so you can utilize the quarterback run. Limit the explosive plays for Utah State. For Utah State, get off to a fast start. Been slow a little bit the past 2 games in the first half, and then slow down the quarterback run.
And Craig Bull, the head coach of the Wyoming Cowboys, in his 8th season here. They got off to an 0-4 start in conference play, but he thinks they have turned things around. They've figured it out over the last couple of games. And Blake Anderson, not only in the running for Mountain West Coach of the Year, in the running for National Coach of the Year, he has the best record of all the 19 first-year head coaches in college football. After a 1-win season last year, a win tonight gets him to 9-2. And a Boise loss combined with a Utah State win gives them a division championship. Wyoming starting with the football first, 1 win away from bowl eligibility in this rivalry game. As we bring you our starting lineups, brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Levi Williams, the starting quarterback for Wyoming, inserted into the starting lineup during that 4-game losing skid to begin conference play. A true dual threat. And he is tough to bring down as well. Does remind you a little bit of Josh Allen when he gets out there with a full head of steam. And he'll throw it on first down. Incomplete. He was looking for his playmaking wide receiver, Isaiah Nayor. But it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Cowboys on offense. They are big and experienced up front. They also have 2 running backs we're going to see a lot of tonight, Xavier Valladay and Titus Swin, with Valladay getting the start. And there's Nayor, the playmaker for this team, Aaron.
Well, in 3rd down situations, red zone, if they had to throw the football, Nayor is the guy.
On 2nd down, they go right up the middle. Power running once again. And good hard running for 7 or 8 for Xavier Valladay, who's going to get likely close to 50% of the carries tonight. The tightest Swen might get a little more than 50%. We have an injured Utah State Aggie. It's Hunter Reynolds, starting safety, as we look at the starting lineups for Utah State. And Shaq Bond is going to be important tonight, especially for Wyoming quarterback Levi Williams to take a look at on third down.
Well, especially their third down package with Bond. He's kind of the guy that is going to say, hey, where's the pressure coming from on these third to medium to long situations for this Wyoming offense? And good to see right now Hunter Reynolds getting up. But these are the runs you want to see from Wyoming. These are the situations we just hit on with our keys to the game. Get to third and manageable. That way the defense has to have a plan. How are we going to stop Levi Williams from running the football?
It's all about staying ahead of the chains for Wyoming. A little bit surprising that they put it in the air on 1st and 10, but they get a nice chunk on 2nd down, and this is right where they want to be in 3rd down and manageable, 3rd and 3 playbook wide open. Power running this time off the left side, and a great tackle by Shaq Bond.
Right on cue, Shaq Bond coming from the outside. 22 personnel, you got 2 tight ends and a fullback. You know it's power run time. Everyone in the building knows it. They did their film study. Shaq Bond coming up from the safety position, making a huge first 3rd down stop.
So it's 3 and out for Wyoming to start the football game. And Jordan Nathan back to receive the punt from Ralph Fawaz. And he's kicking into about a 7 to 8 mile per hour wind. And that one will go out of bounds right around the 30-yard line. And we send it down to the 3rd member of our crew, the birthday girl, Amanda Guerra. Happy birthday, Amanda.
Thank you, Chris. What a way to spend your birthday, right? Well, let's talk about Utah State trying to get off to a fast start in this game. That's not something they've done a whole lot despite their 8-2 record. 6 times so far this season, they've had to battle back from a double-digit deficit. Now, Coach Blake Anderson says, look, it's great we can do that. We don't want that to be the norm. He says the problem is we've made a lot of mistakes early in our games, so the key tonight is clean football from the start. He says they're going to do that by being present in every single play, and that's how they're going to get off to a fast start.
Thanks, Amanda. Aaron was asking about the halftime speeches. He said he's made pretty much every halftime speech in the book. Doesn't want to do that tonight. Logan Bonner completes on 1st down, and that's 1st down yardage for Utah State. And Derek Wright, who, Aaron, you are so high on.
Well, because there's so much attention to Tompkins, and rightly so. The key is going to be slowed down, number 13, but Derek Wright has been on an absolute tear on the backside, the ex-receiver, winning one-on-one battles.
Our starting lineups brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Logan Bonner, the starting quarterback for Utah State. They say he's good about 99% of the game, but he's always good for one mistake. They're hoping that that won't happen tonight. And offensively for Utah State, no Jacob South, the usual right tackle, so Cole Moats is getting the start at that right tackle position. And you saw Derek Wright getting that catch. One of the guys to watch at the wide receiver position, along with Devin Tompkins, and there he is on cue, making the reception for another Utah State 1st down at the 43.
Well, they're going to go fast, fast, fast. It's full speed ahead. Obviously, we've talked about Amanda hitting on it as well just a couple moments ago. They want to get to a fast start in this football game, really put the pressure on Wyoming.
Wyoming not a come-from-behind team. Utah State is. Don't want to have to do that tonight as they hand it off to Calvin Tyler Jr., and he only gets a yard on 1st down. Defensively for Wyoming, they're without maybe 2 of their best pass rushers in Solomon Byrd and Ravante Holt. So they're going to be relying a lot on Victor Jones from that one defensive end spot. Great linebackers, Chad Muma, one of the best in the country. And you want to look at a guy at the cornerback position. It's C.J. Colden.
Both corners, some of the best corners in the Mountain West.
That's why they think they can have success tonight against this spread attack. And a good tackle as the catch was made by Calvin Tyler, but he was smoked on the play by Braden Smith.
Well, great job on the back end. You can tell Utah State wants to take a shot, having to come down to his check down. And then Hearn, the corner on the other side of C.J. Colden, coming up to make the tackle. They don't play a lot of zone, a lot more man. but great job staying in his cover 2 zone there, ready to come up and make the tackle.
ZZ Hearn, yes, great tackle there. And here we see this spread attack with the stacked wide receivers for Utah State on 3rd down and 9 on their opening possession of the game. On play action, Bonner's going to tuck and go, not going to make it, and decision time here at the 36-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 3.
Oh, you got to go for it here. Great job on the backside, man-to-man coverage, no one's open. Smart move by Bonner, not forcing the football. Something that he's done in the past when things aren't open. Use his legs, get to a 4th and manageable.
And they're good on 4th downs this season. 13 for 23, and every conversion has led to points.
Well, they got a bare front defensively, so 5 for 5. We'll see if they bring that linebacker and create some confusion.
Bonner will roll right. And now throw back over the middle, incomplete. The Wyoming defense bends but does not break, and they're off the field on 4th down.
Timeout on the field. Wide open on the outside, but great job Wyoming. Gave up a couple of big plays in the pass game. 4th and short though. Got to stop 13. They did it. Big stop.
No score early on. Utah State just went for it on 4th down and 3. Aaron, what happened?
And they had the perfect design. Bowling in the slot's going to fake like he's coming in, then breaking out. He's wide open in the flat. That's your #1 read as a quarterback when you're sprinting out. Right there, give it to him. Easy 1st down. You don't want to throw it across your body in the first place anyways. Bad read by Bonner. Perfect design play. Opportunity to get the 1st down and extend the drive.
Devin Tompkins may have been a little bit surprised and also bracing for impact as well, coming back across the middle, dropping that pass. So 2nd drive of the game for Wyoming after a 3 and out to start the game. And they'll run it once again, nothing doing, no gain on the play. Byron Vaughn's in on the stop.
For this defense, we talk about the Prowler package on 3rd down. It's the best 11 players, exotic blitzes, but if you go watch the film and you break it down, 1st and 2nd down, they are not afraid to turn the heat up, to blitz some linebackers. You saw on that previous play there on 1st down.
So now behind the chains again, 2nd straight drive. They've been faced with a 2nd down and 10. I formation, play fake. And just going to tuck and run and look out in the open field. He doesn't slide very often. Levi Williams hit by Shaq Bond, picks up 5 or 6. I thought it could have been more.
Well, I guarantee you these defenders don't want to tackle him tonight. Cold night, big quarterback coming downhill. You can tell he wanted to maybe slide. The coaching staff has been kind of harping on him. I mean, listen, understand when the play's over with and get down. But a guy that big and athletic, it's hard to say.
Give up your body when you're that big, right? 3rd down and 4, a whistle before the snap. And we have a timeout on the field, it looks like. Referee tonight, Tim Davis.
Timeout. Utah State. It's their first timeout of the half, 30 seconds.
30-second timeout. Blake Anderson looking on as defensive coordinator Ephraim Bonda, looking to pitch another 3 and out here to start this game. They've been really good on 1st down so far. But Wyoming, another opportunity here, 3rd down and 4, where the playbook is open. The last 3 games, though, this defense has been impossible to run against. Look at the numbers just last week against San Jose State.
73 yards rushing given up in 3 games, less than a yard per attempt. I mean, they have been tremendous, forcing teams in the 3rd and long situations, forcing them to throw the football. I do believe this Wyoming offense a little bit better when it comes to rushing.
3rd down and 4, they need the 46-yard line, and that was one of those things Craig Bowl said we cannot do. A lot of pre-snap penalties last week hurt him big time in the loss to Boise.
Oh, that was left guard.
False start, number 69. Offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Oh, left guard Eric Aboje there, and the problem when you get to this 3rd and long situation, the big guy right there just gets in preparation of the blitz and where he needs to go. But this is Prowler package time. Let's see what kind of fun is designed this week to be able to put some pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and 9, they'll bring a couple over the middle, complete, and that'll be a 1st down. Joshua Cobbs on the reception near midfield.
Well, the running back blocking up front. They're going to bring a linebacker right up the middle. Watch him come up and meet him in the hole, giving his quarterback just enough time. You see the looper, bam! Great job with the blitz pickup. You know they've worked on that all week with all the stuff Utah State wants to do on third down.
Titus Swent, man, great pickup there. Good call, Aaron. That was what opened that thing up for a 3rd and long conversion. And this time Sen taken down in the backfield. Justin Rice right through for the TFL. It's a loss of 3.
Going back to the very first play of the game, and you're like, man, I can't believe, a little shocked they wouldn't just come out and run the football. But the issue is teams anticipate defensively that Wyoming 1st down and 10 is going to run the football. That's why I don't mind taking some shots on 1st down, 2nd down. Keep this defense honest, because if not, they're just going to tee off just like that and put you behind the chains.
And now they'll roll the pocket. Open man, and it's another 1st down for Joshua Cobbs.
Well, Joshua Cobbs is going to have to play a big role. Aiden Eberhardt is out. He's coming in, just a simple roll. Not an easy throw, though. Going to left, under center. Got to get some depth to be able to get the shoulders downhill to deliver an accurate football, allow your receiver to catch it, get north, get the 1st down. But those are the nice, easy plays, easy completions to take some pressure off the run game.
14 yards to the 40-yard line. Now the tight end sets up in the backfield. Parker Christensen. Another pass. And Williams is going long. Has a man wide open. Touchdown, Wyoming. Isaiah Nayor, 40 yards. There is a flag, and there are linemen waiting at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 9. Defense, low hit on the passer. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Should have seen the reaction from the offensive lineman waiting at the line of scrimmage. They thought, oh no, they got one of us for holding. And then the reaction when it was just a roughing the passer penalty.
Just a sigh of relief, like, please tell us that one of us messed up. But it's going to be Bannerman coming on the outside, is going to get the roughing the passer. And just going low on the quarterback, you can't do that.
And the extra point added by John Hoyland. And for Nayor, the 10th receiving touchdown of the season, came in 6th in the nation in receiving touchdowns. Adds another, and the Pokes are on top early. 12 touchdown receptions this season for Wyoming. Isaiah Nayor has 10 of those and just had another for 40 yards. And Wyoming has a 7-0 lead on Utah State.
Oh, he is their go-to guy. Tall, has the speed. You saw it on the post route. You saw it last week in their loss, catching a go ball and taking it, splitting the safety in the corner, taking it the distance. He's Mr. Do-It-All, Mr. Reliable right now for Levi Williams.
And on that touchdown, it was a roughing the passer, so they get to kick off from midfield. John Hoyland, the kicker. Now, if I'm playing the old college football video game, I'm onside.
Yes.
See what Craig Bull attempts to do. He says, just kick it through the end zone. Utah State will start at the 25. Show us how Nayor got so open behind the defense, Aaron.
Well, Utah State's going to run cover 4, so that the safety's responsible for number 2, the tight end. And then you got a post route with leverage. So the quarterback, you just need to confirm as soon as that strong safety comes up on the tight end. I know I have one-on-one on the outside. You see the safety settle just a little bit. And then you got the post over top for the big touchdown.
And now Logan Bonner for Utah State. And you see the numbers in the first quarter, minus 44. Entering this game, they are plus in every other quarter, but this first quarter has been such a big issue for Blake Anderson and the Aggies all season. The issue thing, I guess that's relative, because they've come back to win most of these games where they have trouble. 6 times they've been down double digits and come back to win. But work cut out for them again here midway through the first. And on first down, a nice first cut by Calvin Tyler Jr. as he picks up 3.
When we talk about Wyoming mixing it up on first down and throwing the football to keep Utah State off schedule, defensively, same thing here. Run the football, mix it in a little bit, especially if you get a light box, 5 men in the box.
And now to throw. Pocket was collapsing, so he escapes. And Bonner with a cutback to the 43-yard line. Chad Muma finally brings him down, but not until he picks up 15 and a first down.
Yeah, we thought Williams was going to be the running quarterback. Not so fast, Bonner says. He's had some two very good runs. Pulling it down, no one's open. And you play man-to-man coverage, there's no one responsible for the quarterback run.
And now look at the splits. Our camera guys have to go so wide to be able to show everybody on the field at that line of scrimmage for Utah State. And it's another pass play on first down. Bonner. Miscommunication there, it looked like, between he and Devin Tompkins, because that one was nowhere near Tompkins, and Bonner took a shot.
Yeah, he's trying to breathe that one off right now. I've been there, my friend. I have been there, right there in the rib cage. Possibly a little bit late, but that is in super slow motion. But did have a chance. Tompkins was running wide open down the seam for a big home run football.
Yeah, Utah State fans are probably saying, how do you call the roughing the passer on the Wyoming touchdown, but not that? Second down and 10. 3 wide receivers here to the field side. And it's a handoff. When they spread you out, there are some holes to cut through. And Calvin Tyler Jr. has him at the 35-yard line.
Oh, when they spread you out, there's only 5 guys in the box, only 5 defenders. A safety's going to have to add in eventually to make a one-on-one tackle. And Tyler did a great job making a miss, getting a big first down. But, you know, as we see right here, there's only 5 defenders in the box. So you got 5 for 5 offensive linemen. Safeties are going to have to eventually start creeping in to add in a 6th defender to slow down the run if they keep doing that.
It's good for 22 yards and a first down for Utah State. Now taking some time. Sideline for the call. Mark first quarter. Your handoff to the edge, but nothing more as Rome Weber ushered Tyler out of bounds.
Still go with this mentality for Wyoming. Hey, we're going to let you run the football, think you can do it, and just make sure that we protect against those explosive plays down the field. And we know you're going to throw the football. Ready for when you do to hopefully make a play on it as well.
They were right at this spot. Drive faced with a 4th down and 3. Read for Bonner ended up in a drop by Devin Tompkins. And Wyoming took it down the field for a touchdown. Bonner over the middle. It's complete. Right at the marker. They'll give him the first down. Nicely done as Brandon Bowling makes the grab for the first.
Yeah, Wyoming did a great job passing this off, but just still a little bit too much cushion and respect for these receivers as they have deserved, obviously, over the season. And Bowling, great job keeping it flat for his quarterback.
And they'll hand it off. Tyler. Nice job. Initially, there was no hole. He was patient, cut it back, and picks up good yardage on first down. These guys are huffing and puffing there on that front 7 for Wyoming, but they are getting a little bit of a breather here with Utah State taking some more time between plays. Bonner still got it. He'll go to the end zone. It is incomplete. Good coverage, C.J. Colden. And those are the matchups Jay Sawvell and Craig Bull said they liked because of their great cornerbacks.
It's man-on-man against the big Derek Wright. Go ball on the outside. A little bit underthrown. I would have loved to have seen that higher up in the air to allow his tall receiver to go make a play, 50-50 ball. But C.J. Colden hip for hip the entire time. We talk about these corners. I'm telling you, you turn the film on, there's not a better tandem in the Mountain West between Hearn and Colden. That's what gives them confidence heading to this game to slow down this offense.
Tonight's Red Zone brought to you by Verizon. Under 50% touchdown percentage for Utah State, below the national average. But that's going to be good enough for a first down. And it's Brandon Bowling once again. Isaac White shoves him out at the 13-yard line.
Bowling's doing a great job over the middle of the field right now. In and out route, just like the first series. This time his quarterback hit him for the first down.
And now the handoff up the middle to the 10. Pickup of 4. Boy, with everybody spread out like that in the weak box, it's one broken tackle and you're in the end zone.
It's every time. It's going to be a lot of pressure on these safeties to come up and make some open field tackles. But talking with the defensive staff, what they're planning on doing is showing a little bit more too high and then get one of the safeties in the box to add a 6-man to try and slow down this run, but give the illusion of a too high defense pre-snap.
Bonner pump fakes, now goes back of the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. It's Bowling again.
And nothing you can do defensively. This is an absolute pearl of a football. Just to the outreach arms of Derek Wright, Isaiah White, the safety right on his hip. Not much you can do with a beautifully thrown football and a great catch on the outside.
And how about that response, Aaron? After the Wyoming touchdown drive, they go 75 yards in 11 plays, and the extra point ties things up. "7-7 here early going. Wyoming scored first. Logan Bonner bringing the Aggies back. Tie game.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Verizon. 5G built right. And by Old Trapper Beef Jerky. What's your beef?
3 players came with Blake Anderson from Arkansas State to Utah State. A couple of them hooking up on the touchdown pass. Logan Bonner to Brandon Bowling. And with more on that connection, we send it down to Amanda Guerra.
Hey guys, yeah, the journey this team has been on together has been pretty incredible. They went 1-5 last season. When Coach Anderson took the job, he sat down with every single player who was thinking of leaving, and there were quite a few of them. And he said the conversation was simple: I will change things here. I will do whatever it takes to make this a program that you want to be a part of.
It's a program that's 8-2 to start this season, but we've got a big run back here from Wyoming. Cameron Stone down the sideline. It is a foot race to the end zone, and he will win it. 98-yard touchdown, Pokes.
You want to talk about some explosive plays in this football game we're seeing here in the first quarter. Roll it back, not expecting a lot, and then the blocking by Wyoming down the field, shoving the kicker down, and then it's a foot race to the end.
Wyatt Whelan, the wide receiver, running all the way down, making sure he had an escort to the end zone. Cameron Stone, first kickoff return for a touchdown, and Wyoming retakes the lead. Great back and forth here early. On Thanksgiving week now, that means more days of football. And on Friday, CBS Sports Network has a doubleheader for you, beginning with Maction, Ohio taking on Bowling Green, and then a Mountain West clash between UNLV and Air Force right here on CBS Sports Network beginning at noon. Air Force just a half game behind Utah State in the Mountain Division, but Utah State has the head-to-head tiebreaker against Air Force. Boise is playing tonight against New Mexico, and Boise State has a head-to-head win against Utah State. So a lot to sort out here in the final couple games of the season. Wyoming with its first kickoff return for a touchdown since 2017. Cameron Stone had it all open up for him. You could see that coming as soon as he reached about the 15-yard line. He had a sea open up in front of him. And now a short kickoff as they try to keep it away from Savon Scarver, and that one goes out of bounds. Scarver tied for the most kick returns in college football history with 7 in his career. So a lot of teams think of ways to keep it away from him. Well, that works. It's nice if you can keep that ball in play. But it goes out of bounds, and Utah State will get it at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that just hurts your defense right there. You gain some momentum, hurts your football team when you keep the ball out of bounds like that. I know you want to keep it away from him, but Bonner so far 6'9", 44 yards, the 21 yards rushing. He's had some big pivotal runs here. First down run that last drive to keep the chains moving.
Yeah, only has 26 yards rushing on the season coming in. Of course, sacks count against the rushing yardage in college football. On first down, a first down run. And it's the first carry of the game for Elion Noah.
And the big boys up front for Utah State doing a great job against this light box. Getting to the edge, just not a lot of Wyoming defenders because there's such an effort to slow down this passing attack.
And to the ground once more, Noah gets through. And it's another first down run. Back-to-back 12-yard runs by Elion Noah.
And it's a great job by Carson Terrell, the tight end, coming around, wrapping. He's going to be the lead blocker in the hole, 1-on-1 with the defender. Great job opening it up for his running back to get the first down.
Chad Muma able to pull him down. Bonner to throw. Looking long. Look at that arm. One-on-one coverage. What a catch! Touchdown, Devin Tompkins, in spite of the flag. "41-yard touchdown. And it appears as though it's going against the defense. You see why. He is the nation's leading receiver.
Pass interference, number 18 defense. That penalty is declined. It was always a touchdown.
All it is one-on-one. Your best receiver versus a nickel. Even with the off coverage, 12 yards off, you see him stepping on toes, forcing the DB to retreat, throw it up. And we've seen it over and over again. His ability to track the football and make those acrobatic catches, some of the best in the country.
His 9th touchdown grab of the season. Connor Coles adds the extra point. And we're tied at 14, Aaron.
And we're seeing big plays after big plays. Utah State coming out swinging themselves. One-on-one, Tompkins, I'm taking it all day. 14-14.
Anything you can do, I can do better, huh? A back and forth game here. Wyoming keeps jumping up by 7, and Utah State keeps responding. A 3-play, 65-yard drive that took just 46 seconds ties things up at 14. And Devin Tompkins, the leading receiver in the country, tops in receiving yards, in 100-yard games, and in scrimmage yards per game. 2 catches for 49 yards in that touchdown. Wyoming returned it for a touchdown. Last kickoff return, Cameron Stone, this time coming the other way and gets it to the 25-yard line. More from Amanda Guerra on the sideline.
Hey guys, I just want to touch on Devin Tompkins really quickly because as incredible it is to watch him on the field, his personal story is one worth knowing. He's a father of 2, became a dad at 17 to his daughter Naomi, who lives in Florida. A few years later, his son Messiah, who has Down syndrome, Messiah lives with him. He says being a father has put his entire life into perspective. Every game, he writes the names of his kids on his wrist. So if he gets upset at the game, he looks at that, says it keeps it all in balance.
Great stuff, Amanda. Great player. Blake Anderson able to convince him to stay. He was thinking he would go somewhere in Florida in the offseason, but decided to stay and give Blake Anderson a chance. You see the tape on that wrist and those reminders for Devin Tompkins, who isn't just one of the more gifted players out there. He's the hardest worker on this team.
That's the most important thing. When your best player is your hardest worker, guys on the team see that. I think that's why they're having so much success here this season for Utah State.
And now cheering on the defense. That pass complete to Nayor down the sideline. A penalty marker flies, and Nayor is flying to the end zone. If it stands, it'll go for 75, make that 73 yards. But it appears as though it's coming back.
Yeah, unfortunate. Joshua Cobbs, number 18, is going to get called for this one. They didn't have to do it. His guy was going to take that to the house regardless.
Pass interference, number 18, offense. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Just a little bit
Correction,
too
half the
soon. Thought the
distance.
ball would have been caught
Correction,
by
half the
now on
distance.
that quick out route. That's why it is when you have the stick route, so you got 2 stick routes from the inside, your number 1 receiver, your job is just to run through the outside shoulder of the corner. Just go. It's conditioning for you pretty much. Just take off and run and force that DB to turn his hips. Don't block him. Just run right by him. He's going to run with you. Would have been out of the play. Would have been a big play in a first down and possibly more there with a touchdown for Wyoming.
Just a killer. And now way behind the chains, 2nd and 21 after the penalty. Send trips to the far side of the field. It's been a game of big plays so far, even plays that don't count. And this one thrown late and completed. Set him up with a 3rd down and manageable as Nayor makes the grab. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Well, we're seeing a lot of zone coverage right now from Utah State, and Nayor is doing a great job just settling in. He's got a deep out route. I love the fact that he doesn't sprint out of it. He feels the zone, doesn't run to where the corner is, and gets a nice big target for his quarterback to make this a 3rd and manageable.
1 of 2 on 3rd downs so far. Coming up on the 1-minute mark here, first quarter. Williams, and a run for it, dives head first, lost the football. He's going to be short of the first down. Brown may have forced that fumble. He jumped back on it anyway. But they're going to mark this a yard short, and it looks like the punt unit's coming out, Aaron.
That's a great job on the back end. No one's open. I thought he was going to have a chance to get the first down. Got a yard short. Good spot by the refs. But just an unfortunate event. We've seen back and forth, big play after big play. And Nayor, 70-yard touchdown taken off the board with a pass interference.
Almost got to it. Wobbly kick from Ralph Fawaz and a fair catch at the 28-yard line by Jordan Nathan. And we'll see Devin Tompkins once again for Utah State. Last drive caught that touchdown pass. So take a look at the leading receivers the last 4 seasons. Andy Isabella, member of the Cardinals now, back in 2018. Jamar Chase, might be Rookie of the Year in the NFL, 2019 for LSU. Last year, the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And now Devin Tompkins leading the way in 2021 with now about 1,500 receiving yards for the season.
Yeah, on pace at the moment to start flirting with that 2,000 yards receiving. Knock on wood, stays healthy. You know the production's going to be there week in and week out.
Yeah, he could break the all-time mark, especially if they get the conference championship game, which Utah State is in the running not only to be in. They handle their business. They'll be there with a win tonight and a win next week against New Mexico on Friday. They could clinch tonight if Boise loses to New Mexico, but they could also host if San Diego State loses next week. A first quarter of big plays, a kickoff return touchdown, a great touchdown grab. We're all even.